Okay, here's a quick look at the E-mini S&P for Wednesday, August the 4th, 2010. We'd like to look at these market profiles in E-mini Day Trader in order to try and get as good an indication as to the condition of the market as we can on a day-to-day basis. So this is today's profile, this was yesterday's profile, and this is Monday's. Each profile also has its corresponding volume profile. And not only do we look at these market profiles from just the regular trading session, but what we also like to do is take a look at these profiles which include the entire Globex session or the overnight session. So each one of these profiles here is not just the regular trading hours, these three that I just showed you on the previous chart, but it also includes the overnight sessions that occurred prior to them happening. So for example, this one was when the market opened on Sunday evening. This is Monday evening, Tuesday evening, and of course Wednesday here on this one here. So our uptrend is continuing. I had mentioned yesterday that we were looking at the 14, 15 area, 16 in that range as support. It did get down a little bit lower than that. It got down to 12 and change in the overnight session, but you can see here it held nicely at 16 and a quarter during the day, and then turned around, making this low relatively early in the day, and then coming up and making a new high just at the end of the regular trading hour session. So our bullish bias on an intraday basis continues. We're looking at the 2930 area to get hit. We might not get that tomorrow because the big numbers to be released is on Friday morning with the employment situation, and those numbers are often weighted with a lot of anticipation, and prior to them the market tends to kind of stagnate, and a lot of this kind of go back and forth, which is kind of what we have happened this week. When you take a look at, well, we did obviously start towards the low, but here's what's been going on this week. So you can see that during the regular trading hours this week, the market has not really done a whole lot. It's more or less gone sideways, still with the upward bias. So it's possible the market could shoot higher. It may come down if it doesn't like the news tomorrow. See if it tests support again, perhaps as low as today's low in the 16, 17 area perhaps, but still has that upward bias. So as far as our trades were concerned today, we had several trades today. We actually had a total of 8 trades, and this was the first one. The actual first trade that we got into was right here. It was a short. The first trade that was set up were these two guys here, and we merged them together. We did have a short trade right in here, but we did have 2 early short trades, 1 and 2. They both hit our first objective and then turned around. But then you can see here we had a really nice long trade, which is the up arrow. Of course, these are all shown in real time, and that was trade number 3. And that had a nice run to it all the way up to here. Didn't actually exit that trade until we had the mechanical signal to get short, and mechanical meaning that our preference obviously at this time was not to take this short trade. We had a neutral filter, and we're in the intraday up auction. But the market did come around and give us another opportunity here to get long. So I'll mark this in. I'm sorry, this was the 4th trade. This one actually was the 5th trade. So, and that had a nice run. You can see our up arrow just signaling us into the trade here, 21, and had a nice rally up to 24. Then the market backed off again and kind of went back and forth sideways. You can see over here towards the end of the day, we did have some groupings of indications. So we actually had another 3 mechanical trades here. That's why I say we have 8 trades, but trades 6, 7, and 8 were all against the grain. They were all short trades. So getting short here turned out to be a break even. Short here was a loss. Short here was a break even. But all of these trades, of course, we were not taking these mechanical trades because they were either against the filter and or against the intraday auction. So we're not we're obviously not going to take those trades. So the market continues to look like it wants to move higher. So we're going to continue to look if it can get down on a reaction tomorrow with the jobless claims numbers to around about 17. That's probably a really great place to get long if we possibly can. Other than that, it may only dip down to about 20 or so, maybe even 21 might only get to. Um, it looks like it wants to still hit that 29.30 area, and so we're waiting on that really to see if that can come through and go ahead and because that's the major area where the market looks like it wants to try and head up towards. So that's a look at the market today through the eyes of E-mini Day Trader. Any questions or comments are always welcome. Just send us an email to info@eminidaytrader.com or give us a call. Our number's on the website. So thanks for taking the time to view the video, and we'll see you again tomorrow.